I'd carry water with me, but...
So Steve got an email this morning saying that the Synergy Busan, whatever the boat is that we've booked for, is now not going to Seattle.
Long Beach. I was wrong with the sailing date of the contract.
Oh, it's another one.
Yep.
I haven't read the email.
Freight. So
$3,000, that's all right.
US.
This is all
Yeah, it's
US
all
we're
USD,
talking.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
for the whole
So
container.
that's around about
Yeah,
4.8.
4.8.
Yeah.
We're pretty right.
That's
Yeah.
US dollars. Now multiply that by 0.36.
Yeah, you do.
But we just want to discuss a few points with you. If you can give us a call back as soon as you can.
Overnight and then send it back the next day, because there's two charges there for one taking it to the depot, then one away from the depot. If they did it all at the same day, it wouldn't be that cost, would it?
No, I thought there was only one cost.
Oh, well, that's
I'd really like to clarify if they're packing the bikes, can we watch the bikes being packed? I mean, if we can't pack them, I understand that, but because there's some parts of the bike that need to be strapped down a certain way.
Yeah, I can ask that question.
Thank you.
Not be getting in because we delayed things thinking it was going to be later. So we've gone.
So like there shouldn't be any more costs.
That's about it, is it?
The shipping side and the packing side.
Yeah, in the US.
Yeah. Well, they put it down. They said it's up to that whoever it is, that minister or somebody on the other side,
Yeah.
to agree that you got that bond free.
Well, our EPAs came through this morning.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
It's not a form that you can email us as a PDF.
I've never seen it before. But just
Oh, g'day, mate. I just got to talk to somebody. Well, who would I talk to?
Oh, that's something my colleague would know, so I'll transfer over your call.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, leave it with me, Chris. I'll call you back in 2 minutes.
Okay, mate. Thank you. The bikes are being prepared for the container, taking off all the dirt, all the fur and all the knickknacks. So we're draining the fuel tanks to so they've got about 1 litre left in them. That's apparently the rules. And this is what's this called, Don, this hose?
It's a siphon.
Siphon hose.
Okay.
Oh, come back.
Okay. Down here is the brake line.
The brake line?
Yep.
Yep.
You've got to be really careful of that
Yep.
brake line. So
Yep.
stay there. This will go underneath the brake line around this triple tree.
Yep.
Okay. And that's what they strap down to here.
Okay. Right, fur around that part. Yep, both sides.
Yep.
This is another point.
You lift these
Yep.
up,
Yep.
come around underneath this point.
Yep. That would give it a bit more security, so that's safe there. Right, there's a bar under there. This is like for another tie down at the back,
Yep,
which we
that's-
should.
That's well, if they're going to tie the back, not to tie here.
Yep.
Nowhere but here, underneath this point
Yep. Good.
and away from the guard.
Calamity, it goes around
Okay.
that bit there.
Further, there. Be careful
That's right.
of the brake hose.
Yep.
Okay. But they can go.
Up and around into that middle bit there.
Yeah, into there. Don't go here.
No.
All right.
Not on the
No.
engine cage. There.
Yep.
So that, yep, okay.
Yep.
Yep. All that, and they may do both, mightn't they?
Well, I prefer they do both.
Hi everybody, and you're seeing this video because you are a tank topper. So only this link goes to you guys, and it's private and unlisted, and so you've pressed on the link and you're here. So thank you once again for your support. It's been amazing. So it's going to help out so much because the American dollar is just so shit against the Australian dollar. Everything's expensive, which is what this video is about. I'm getting a lot of questions, people asking me, how much is it to ship your bike? What's the process? What are you up to? So I've put together little bits and pieces when we've had meetings. On Monday, today is Thursday, Monday, we put the bikes on the 20-foot container. Damien's actually in Germany, so we've enlisted the help of Jock McKillop to take Damien's bike to the container, and I'll take mine obviously, and Steve Melquire and his trailer will meet us there. We are not allowed to pack the container ourselves, which sort of worried us a little bit because we want to make sure that they're strapped down correctly and protected, especially Damien's limited edition Challenger. which is brand new. So we want to make sure that's... Anyway, we've talked to them. I'm not allowed to film that, but they will film it for me. So before I get into all of that, I wanted to go through some of the things that... what's involved with shipping. So I have these 2 folders here full of the paperwork. This is mine and that's Damien's. And in there is a number of things. First I want to tell you the cost. We still haven't got the exact amount, but all up it comes to roughly $10,000 for the 20-foot container that has 3 bikes and a trailer in it. Now that of course then gets divided by 4. Now a lot of people say, oh, why aren't you going to LA? LA is one of the busiest ports in the world, and Steve has had experience where he's shipped a whole container of bikes over there for a big tour of USA, other people's bikes, and they've got to LA, and LA, they're so busy, had to wait 10 days for those bikes to be released. So can you imagine getting to America, thinking you're going to get all your bikes ready to do a tour that was all organised and booked, and stuck in LA for 10 days with no bike, which happened. We went to Vancouver at one stage. That was cancelled. Canada's a little bit different. The boat that we originally booked for last week decided, no, we're not going to Seattle. So we found another boat that is, but that brought the packing forward a week, which was a bit challenging for us because Damien wasn't here to help, but we have no choice. We have to pack it Monday. So these are all the things that come into play. Last minute changes. We watch the ships. They're a week late getting there. They're 2 days. You know, is it going to impact when they come to Sydney? They're going to be late getting into port in America. So consequently, I haven't booked any flights yet because I won't book until I know those bikes are on the water. I don't want to be getting to Seattle and the bikes haven't left Sydney and sitting around there for a week or more. So you really need to allow a good 6 weeks. It takes really 4 to 5, but give yourself some room and flexibility. Now, I have really some time to adjust our plans if the bike's late, but not too much because there's a whole bunch of good riding that I had in there. I just want to go through some of the paperwork that you have to do. You find a good freight company. We reached out to a number of freight companies, got varying quotes. Steve has done this 4 or 5 times before, but since COVID, the rules have changed, things have changed. One of the difficulties we had was finding a company in America that would take the container off the boat or off the dock because it was personal effects. They all of a sudden had a problem with taking containers with personal effects. And anyway, dealing with America also varies. There's a set of rules, but they perceive them sometimes to be different, and we've had to argue the point that we're coming in under what America calls as an EPA agreement, and so if you're taking a bike to America for anything under 12 months and you're not selling it, it's for personal use, it's registered, it meets all the emissions protocol. I mean, they're American bikes with being Harley Davidson and Indian, so they are American made bikes, so we knew that wouldn't be an issue. But we've had to show VIN numbers, chassis numbers, registration papers, insurances and things like that. Just to show you what the EPA needs to be a letter, and you have to say certain words like, I consent to EPA collecting and storing my name, mailing address, email address and phone number. You got to say when the bike leaves, your name obviously, your US address. We said we're travelling, but we have one main address. I have one in Rapid City for 10 days, so we've used that as a base. Thanks Paula and Bobby for that. The make and model, and I attach all my Australian registration papers, which I have done there. So it's just my reg paper. We just have 2 packs for each, and insurance papers. The next thing you need to get is marine insurance. So that's the insurance that protects the bike while it's on the container and on the water. Now, God forbid, if the container falls off into the sea, and what does happen, we've insured the bikes, we've insured Damien's and our personal effects that are going with it. We're packing our leather coats, our riding boots, riding gear, not our helmets. You itemise everything that's on the bike. So that marine insurance, we registered them together to a value of about $110,000 with Damien's bike and mine, and that cost $600. All up, so $300 each. So we found a broker and Midas company do all that. So $632 for the marine insurance. That covers the bike while it's on the water. Should anything happen, if it falls off into the ocean, we've got insurance to cover the replacement of the bike. Obviously, everyone knows this, but you need to get an ESTA, which is like a visa for America, whether you're shipping bikes or not, or just flying. So make sure you've got your ESTA paperwork. Costs about $21. That's your ESTA. You have a list of all your contents, which is companies that need to know what's in the container. You need to have a booking confirmation sheet that your freight forwarding company will give you, and you need that to get the insurance. Now that's just for the shipping, okay? Once the bikes are in America, we need to then get another type of insurance, just like we would in Australia for being insured to be on the bikes to be on the road. Now that, you have to buy a 12 months insurance policy, which is around $3,000 Australian dollars, about 2,000 American. The 3-month component of that turns out to be at $800. So, but we have to pay up front the 3,000 American dollars for the year, and then when we come back, we apply for the refund for the months that we're not using it. You've got to think of that. So that registers the bikes on the road. So if anything happens to the bikes, or we run over somebody or whatever, that's all covered. Then the other insurance you have to get is your personal medical insurance, which you would do if you were travelling overseas anyway. So that works out for a couple, it's about $1,800. So it's about $800 each for that, which covers hospital stay up to, I think, $1 million in medical expenses, ambulance, all the typical stuff that you know that you have to do when you're travelling anyway. A quick little rundown on what you have to go through. I've obviously done a whole 3-month plan, which you can see on my website. I've collected tips from people, you know, the Maggie Valley rides, there's obviously the Tail of the Dragon, there's the Moonshine ride. I'm getting so much great information from my American mates, thank you, and lots of tips. So the plan is always adjusting a little bit, but the basis of it is there now. If you're interested in getting hitches or trailers for anything, check out Elite Products, and I'll put the link there for you to go and see what Steve gets up to. So all this paperwork, including pictures of passports, of licenses, etc. One of these is going to go on the bikes with our contents and everything. And then I'll have another set for us to travel with. It's been an interesting process watching how the American authorities have interpreted their own rules. We had one gentleman that was insisting that we had to pay some sort of duty tax on our bikes, and we explained to him, I said, you know, you have it in here that if it's under 12 months, it changes from 90 days to 12 months even, but we're under 90 days. So we had to actually point out to him on the form where it says we're under this category, but it took a little bit of convincing. It's worth doing that, because to hire a bike in America at $200, $250 a day for 3 months is like $20,000. So you wouldn't go down hiring a bike. What some people do, if they don't want to ship their bike, they will go and buy a bike in America and sell it before they come home. Or if they've got mates, they'll put it in storage with a mate, and then if they're regular trippers to America, get over there and pick up their bike and off they go. That would probably... Jock's just arrived. So I'm going up. Okay, we're 19 k's away. Waiting for Jock to come up. Here he comes. Open the gates and away we go. Okay, we're only 10 k's away. Okay, take 2. What a shithole. Fuck, I hate the city. Hello, Rodney. We found it. You don't make it easy, though. One that's going to pack the container? No.
The boys will do it.
The boys will do it? Are the boys here?
Yeah, but I'll be doing it with them.
Oh, good-o. This
I'm not going to fit in one 20-foot container.
2 bikes?
And a trailer and another bike, isn't it?
Yeah, there is, but that's all been cleared. They've all...
Won't fit.
Okay. Well, is the container here, or does that come later? We've given them...
Container out there.
Yep. I thought they talked about a way of
Yeah, but you got to be able to hold them up too.
Yeah.
So they'll go in, but how they get there at the other side, you ever seen what happens to them at sea?
No. So you're filling me with great confidence, Rodney.
So it'll probably fit, but I'm worried about securing them so they don't fall over.
Yeah, I'm glad you're worried about that. Because my partner loves this bike almost more than he loves me. I think he'd rather have me on the container for 6 weeks than be apart from that bike.
Where are you going? Half weeks roughly at sea.
Yeah, yeah.
With one transshipment in the middle.
What does that mean?
That'll come off probably at Singapore or Malaysia and go onto another vessel, maybe.
Oh, really? I thought it was going to Auckland and then straight up.
So it might. Depends on who is what you do when you lash to go on the ocean. How much does that bike weigh?
400 kilos.
So you lash 4 times what that bike weighs.
Be good
At
if
least.
people told us this stuff. They'll fit. Steve's done this stacks of times before.
Chocks on either side of the tyre to stop the tyres moving
Yeah,
sideways.
we can nail the chock.
Because the problem is we're going to have one lashing that way and one lashing that way, so it's sort of going to be a bit unbalanced. But if we screw a couple of chocks either side of the wheel,
Now Steve's trailer is just a motorbike little trailer. It's not a big one. So hopefully when you see that, yeah. I thought Steve explained that his trailer could go along this way. You know, it could go in.
Done it before.
I know you have. I said that, but the guy said
First thing he said.
they're not all going to fit.
They do. You've got a container like that. They go in across that way. 1, 2, 3. Each one takes about 5 feet.
Yeah.
That's 15 foot. That's 3 bikes, and you've got 5 foot back. But then you've got the gap there to put the trailer up. It all works.
I think
I've done this before with 3 bikes in the trailer, so it will fit.
They said a full-size bike trailer.
No, it's not a bike
I
trailer.
don't know,
it's
mate.
a camper trailer.
motorbike trailer for
Camper
behind the
trailer. It's a
motorbike.
metre wide.
Yeah, so that'll go down beside the other bike.
Yeah.
Rodney, listen to me. I need to pay for Damien's to be strapped properly. I don't care about mine.
They're the straps at Harley Davidson.
And so what do I mean, obviously we leave our keys with them, or the fobs and the security, they stay with them.
If there's alarms on them, disconnect them.
Well, the alarms only go off the fob's not there, right? So can I show you where I've put them?
I'll have a look at it.
Okay. But if we do use those other straps, we just got to put rags.
Yeah.
Yeah? Sorry, I know I'm getting a bit over the top. So, Rodney, can you tell Damien that his bike is going to be so well looked after?
I'm going to drop it.
No, don't. No, I'll edit that out. No, really, of everything here, I know Steve's special, I'm special, but that is super special. I just want to assure Damien that we're all on top of the fact that his bike will be well looked after.
You're right.
He'll be right.
Thank you.
He does this for a job.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's why I get so confused and so anxious, because when we first came up,
Yeah, when the
Rodney
I saw
was
them
just-
and then they said another Harley plus a bike trailer, I'm going, that ain't fitting.
yeah. Okay, we're all good. We're all on the same page. So Damien's has got all his straps ready to go. This episode is dedicated to elite camper trailers. You need from us. We're all happy.
All good.
We're all settled, and you'll take some pictures and send to the people, and I'll get them. And
Yep.
thank you so much for everything, and I'm glad it's worked out.
So I'm on now.
Now we're trying to book flights. We want to go Qantas. We need to go Melbourne, LA, Seattle on the 30th of June. And then we want to return on the 25th of September, LA to Melbourne. The prices and we looked at these a couple of months ago, but we couldn't book because I'm drinking. We didn't book because we weren't sure about the boats. You know, they kept changing their delivery, and I didn't want to be sitting around Seattle for a week. Anyway, we're now back online trying to get flights. They're nearly all booked out. They've gone up $300 to $500. So Qantas are very selective, obviously, on what you can use your points for. So it looks like we've got to pay full freight. And at the moment, the flights return are looking at about $3,500 each. This week, and we're still trying to get a flight out for 2 months away. So there's another issue you have to contend with. a video that the freight company sent me. I was expecting some more pictures, but you can see that at the very least Damien's bike looks nice and snug and well protected. We have now booked our flights. We arrive in Seattle on the 1st of July. And I just finished talking with San Diego Indian dealership, and on the last Saturday of our trip in late September, we're doing a big farewell party at the San Diego Indian dealership where I'll be doing some makeovers and aligning that with some terrific charities that to help the children and homelessness. So that's coming together really well. I'm so excited. So the bikes are now on the water and we will be in America. So just a reminder, there's going to be a bit of a break now before the next episode 2 comes your way, because obviously we're 6 weeks away from landing, and then it's going to start, and you will be getting videos regularly, probably up until Christmas time, because I'll do as many as I can while I'm away, and then on the plane I'll do some more ready to send, and then when I'm back I'll be catching up on all the footage, because it's as you know, every 15 minutes of video takes me about 3 to 4 hours to edit and put together. Now I just hope those bikes are at the other end looking as good as what they were when they left. So until then, see you on episode 2, and take care. Okay, hello tank toppers. This could very well be episode 2. We're here at our computers, fine-tuning and digging deeper into the dates and the maps and where we're going to be, just fine-tuning all the time. The bikes are on the way. We packed them into Sydney 3 weeks ago. They did Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide. They've just left Adelaide. Now they're scooting back over to Auckland, New Zealand, then straight up to Seattle. The planned arrival is still on the due date of the 22nd of May, and we've now booked our flights. We're arriving the 1st of July. Steve, who's sharing the container with us, is arriving, I think, the 26th or 27th of May, so he'll get there a few days earlier, hopefully check the bikes, and our bikes will be in storage until we can pick them up. I'm hoping the storage place will be open on a Sunday. We arrive on a Saturday. If not, we'll be picking them up first thing Monday morning on the 3rd of July. And I had a great Zoom call with some Seattle friends I have discovered, Pat and Sue, and Pat looks after the whole IMRG in that area and other areas. And it looks like we have an IMRG Indian escort from Seattle we were going to go to Hope, but Pat's suggesting we go to Bellingham, which is about 150 Ks, where on the Monday night, the 3rd of July, we will have a great night out with a whole bunch of fellow Indian riders that they're getting together and to join us for the ride and maybe the night there Monday night. And because Monday, that's the 3rd of July, the 4th of July, of course, being Independence Day, is a holiday. Monday is more than likely a holiday, and if it's not a holiday, I'm sure people will take the day off. So it should be quite a big to do. Right, so Damien's done the maps on Google every step of the way, what it looks like. Now I've got all the calendar dates here of what I'm doing. Damien's doing the maps, and what we're doing is we're comparing. I want to put down how many kilometres each stop is going to be, and any little notes when we've booked accommodation, what signature rides we've got to do, Indian dealerships that I might be appearing at, what free days we've got, any special events. That's just July. And then, of course, there is August and September. So are you ready, Damien?
What would you like to know?
I want to know. We're going to start right at the beginning. We're in Seattle. We wake up. We arrive Saturday night. We have Sunday free day to explore Seattle and just get our shit together. Monday morning, all being well, we'll go to the warehouse and pick our bikes up and basically get out of there. And that's where, I'm looking at August here. July, that's where Pat and Sue and a whole bunch of IMRG riders might escort us out of the city to where Pat suggested Bellingham, not Hope. We were going to try and get to Hope across the Canadian border, but Pat was suggesting that's not going to be so good because it's all highway and we probably won't get out of Seattle till lunchtime by the time we pick our bikes up. There's a lot to think about. Okay, so we're going to start with, we're going from Monday, the 3rd of July. From Seattle to Bellingham, we've got 143 Ks. Correct. You can go into the details now of the map.
Okay, thank you for that cue. So we've got 143 kilometres.
Yep. To Bellingham.
To Bellingham, that's correct.
Yeah. We're not booking a com or anything just yet. We're just getting our shit together with all that.
Yep, that's
okay.
right. And
so we're going to keep doing it. So and then the next day, just to keep going, we're going Bellingham to KAMLOOPS.
Yep, which is
323.
That is, just one moment, please. 323 kilometres.
Yep,
so
and that is Independence Day. Yep, cool. That's good. Then we've got on the 5th, we've got KAMLOOPS to Golden. That's in Alberta.
Yeah, so that's
KAMLOOPS is British Columbia. Yep. Golden is Alberta, and that's
360 kilometres.
360 Ks. Yep.
So around about 4 hours.
Then we have Golden to Lake Louise, Alberta.
263 kilometres.
Okay, I had 233, so I'll just whip that down. And then we've got Lake Louise. We're going to explore Lake Louise, BANF, and then get into Calgary, Alberta, which should only be about 130 Ks.
290 kilometres.
Oh, shit, is it? Oh,
yeah.
I got that one wrong. 290, so we won't be exploring too much. We've got to get... Well, we're just going to get into Calgary and then obviously just relax a bit, because we've got 2 free days in Calgary for the Calgary Stampede.
Yep.
That's Saturday and Sunday.
Yep.
So we've got 2 days in Calgary, Saturday the 8th and Sunday the 9th to do the Calgary Stampede.
Yep.
We get up Monday morning and we go Calgary to St. Mary's, Montana.
290 kilometres.
Okay, I had 360. So you're saying it's 290?
290.
290. And that is going to the Sun Road.
That's going to the Sun Road.
And we've booked the pass for that. So we've got that on that date.
Yep, going to the Sun Road. Yep.
Yep, and that's July the 10th.
And then?
Monday, going to the Sun Road. So we leave St. Mary's and we go to Kalispell, which I believe is Montana.
Which is 190 kilometres.
190 kilometres. Okay, 290. Okay, right. That's all similar. I'm only out by 100 Ks. No, with that one I was only out by about 30.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then we've got Kalispell to Helena, Montana. I've got 370 Ks.
That's 310 Ks.
Oh, good. It's getting quicker.
And then
Helena to Virginia City. The Virginia City in Montana. There's
193.
a million Virginia cities in America.
193 Ks.
Oh, I put 200. I'm going to leave it at that.
Yep.
Close enough.
Yep, 2 hours.
So Virginia City, because that's a really cool place. Virginia City to Jackson, Wyoming.
300 kilometres, 299.
Yep. Now that is where Eagle Springs Indian dealership, and Pat was saying one of the best in the...
And that's where we'll be getting a service.
You will get a service.
Oh, well, yes, I'll be getting a service there.
Yeah, I might. Do you think I need one?
Possibly. We'll do you a bit of a check over. I think it
so we'll book in for Eagle Springs for a service.
Yep.
So and Eagle Springs is just 15 minutes out of Jackson.
Yeah, and I've heard they're a really good dealership.
So, and then we've got, and it could be that we do, if they can't do it the Friday afternoon, which I hope they can, we can pick it up Saturday and do it Saturday morning, and maybe I could do an appearance thing there on the Saturday morning. So, but after Jackson, after Saturday, we've got to get to Rock Springs, Wyoming.
Right.
Okay, we're going then from, after you've got your bike tune done in Eagle Indian, Eagle, what's it called? And Eagle Sports.
Eagle Sports.
We leave Jackson for Rock Springs, 290 Ks. Then we go Rock Springs to Grand Junction.
403.
Okay, I've got 420, so I'm going to knock that down to 400.
So it's 403, 4 hours and 49 minutes.
Yeah.
That's a big day.
It is a big day. We get to Grand Junction. It's a beautiful area though. I've ridden through there. Then we've got Grand Junction to Moab.
182.
Yep, I got 190, close enough. Then we've got some free time because we're all around Monument Valley around here. So we've got Moab to Monument Valley, which I've got 320.
Yeah, I've got 257, but we're doing a bit of touring around that area.
Yeah, so I'm just going to change that to 360, I should say. Then we've got an exploration day in Monument Valley where we might do some touristy stuff.
Yep.
That's Utah, isn't it? Monument Valley's Utah? UT?
I'll go with that.
Yep. Then we've got Monument Valley to Durango. This is when we get back into Colorado. I've got 290 Ks.
Just one moment, please. I've got 290 Ks spot on. Correct weight.
Okay. Now, then we go, after Durango, we're doing the $1 Million Highway to Montrose. I've got 250 Ks, which will take us a bit. Rightio, yeah, I know that. But we're rolling in after 400 Ks, doing $1 Million Highway into Colorado Springs.
Oh, you're whinging already about it.
It's not your strength, this stuff. It's my strength. So we're in Colorado Springs. We're riding the peak on Sunday the 23rd.
Yes.
Riding the Pikes Peak Sunday the 23rd of July.
Yes.
Then on Monday we leave Pikes Peak.
Yes.
To Denver or Boulder, around there.
Which is 160 kilometres.
Perfect. That's exactly what I've got. Then we do Boulder to Laramie. Laramie to Casper. This is where we're getting in the exciting part. We're into Wyoming.
So that is 245 kilometres.
I've done 250. That's close enough. Then we've got Casper to Cody.
Okay, 348.
I had 350, and I need to put in, we've got a comm in. I've already booked Cody a comm at the hotel where Wild Bill Hickok and Calamity Jane got it on, or whatever.
Well,
the Elmer. Anyway, I've booked that a comm, so I'm going to put that in there. A comm is booked for Cody. We're going to want more time in Cody, but we haven't got it. Now, from Cody, this is where we do the Beartooth Pass, and this is a bit we need to...
Which is Red Lodge?
Red Lodge. Cody to Red Lodge is only like 63 Ks.
102 Ks.
Oh, I've got that wrong. 100. I'll change that to 100. Okay, and then I think what we've got... My understanding is when we do the Beartooth Pass, we've got to sort of come back. We've got to do it both ways because we've got to get back on track to get to...
Yes.
Billings and back, towards Sturgis.
So that is this area here.
Tell us if we're wrong on that, but I believe from
so this is where
Casper to Cody to Red Lodge is 100 Ks. That includes the Beartooth Pass and Cook City. So we go Red Lodge to Cook City, or it's one and the same thing. I'm not really sure. I need some local intel on this. And then back again is 90 Ks. So that whole Beartooth Pass is going to be like a day of exploring.
So
from Cody to Red Lodge, Cook City, we do Beartooth Pass. We end up in Billings after a couple of days. Yeah.
Yep, it's about 100 kilometres.
Then we've got Billings to Hewlett, Montana, and that's 430 Ks I've got.
412 kilometres.
Okay, I'll just change that 3 to 420. Big day. Got Hewlett to Deadwood, 110 Ks. And we've got our accommodation booked there. Interestingly enough, the Hickok Hotel that we were booked at is under renovation, and they've moved us to the Seth Bullock Hotel just down the road. Anyone that's watched Deadwood would know Seth was the town sheriff in the day. Then we've got a tourist day in Deadwood, and that's where we're catching up with Brian from the Two Indians and hooking up with those guys. And then, so we've got...
which is 412, 412 kilometres.
Yeah, I've done from Billings to Hewlett.
To Deadwood.
Hewlett to Deadwood is what? I've got 110.
Oh.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
Okay, back again. Now, we've gone from Deadwood, we've gone to Billings to Deadwood. We're in Deadwood for 3 days, or 2 days, 3 nights. Then we go to Sturgis and stay with Paula and Bobby in Rapid City. Now, we have organised to stay in Sturgis for the whole 10 days of the festival. Personally, we both believe that that's going to be too much, but we did 10 days because I'm still negotiating appearances. So apart from the second week doing the Biker Bells Day, which I'm at, I've got a meeting next Tuesday with Indian to talk about maybe doing some meet and greets at the Indian dealership for Sturgis. We've got an Aussie night on Wednesday the 9th at Sturgis. There's a big Aussie night at some bar.
So all Aussies are catching up?
All Aussies are catching up that are going there. Then I'm suggesting we either leave the Thursday or the Friday instead of leaving the Sunday.
I think, yeah.
And that gives us more days on the Blue Ridge Parkway, which I think we're going to need it.
Yes. Okay. So so the Spirit Lake factory tour for Indian and the museum is open between Monday and Friday at 8 till 3 p.m.
Right. So
except
we're not
for public holidays.
Okay.
Now
well,
you have to.
We have to change.
No.
that.
So it's between Monday and Fridays only. Yep.
And we wouldn't get in there by 3 o'clock. We need more time on a Friday.
Yep. So what it's saying is when the tours are not available, you can still go through the visitor centre and the museum between Monday and Friday.
So still only Monday and Friday.
Friday between 8 and 3. Yep.
Okay, well that's
But you
what
got
we'll
to
do.
pre-book. So the original plan was from Spirit Lake to New Richmond, then across to through Milwaukee to Serena, and then to Toronto.
Yeah, that's
With
crossing Lake Michigan.
Yeah, that's crossing.
That was
the-
$16.50.
And the cost of going across was $16.40.
Yep, kilometres.
If
Going up and around.
Yep. So now, if the other option is Spirit Lake, New Richmond, but then up the top of into Canada,
Yep.
right around the whole Lake Superior,
Yep.
back down towards Sunbury, and then into Toronto, is actually is 2,292 kilometres. So it's an extra.
Oh, it's too much.
Yeah, an extra
too
800 kilometres.
No, that's too much. It adds too many days.
It adds too many days.
Because we
to
want
trip.
the days for the Blue Ridge, not for that. Okay.
No.
Back to square one. Gotten ourselves to Toronto. We've picked up a day to do Blue Ridge Parkway, spend an extra day. We're coming into the Smoky Mountains, I believe, now, and we're just trying to work out where the Tail of the Dragon starts. So it looks like we might get 2 nights in Maggie Valley, and I'm doing a motorbike appearance at the Smoky Mountains Steel Horse Indian dealership on the Tuesday, so I've got to keep that. And then I think the next day from Maggie Valley we go to Maryville, which we think is about 150 k's and includes the Tail of the Dragon, if someone can help us with that. And then once we do that, we stay in Maryville that night after the Tail, and then we head to Lynchburg, Tennessee for the Jack Daniels place, then on to Nashville.
Okay.
Yep. So we're just trying to work out where the actual Tail of the Dragon starts after Maggie Valley, and if we're in the right direction. That adds, we don't know.
Just
We need advice. So we've done Nashville, we've gone from Nashville to Memphis to K River, Hot Springs, K River, Adam Sandoval, Oklahoma, Amarillo, Madrid, Gallup, then Sedona, including Flagstaff, rest day in Sedona, and then
Vegas.
Williams is the base for the Grand Canyon stuff. Then we have to remember too, when we're going to Williams, there's the Roadkill Cafe. Williams to Vegas, 400 k's, where we stay for 4 nights in Vegas.
Williams to Vegas is 400.
Yep. And then after we leave Vegas, we're going to
Goldfield
and Tonopah. They're sort of near each other, I think, aren't they?
around about 300 k's.
I've got 350. That's probably it by the time we do both of them.
That's okay. Yep.
And then we've got Tonopah to Virginia City, Nevada. Now I've got to make sure
Virginia City, from Goldfields to Virginia City, I've got 382 kilometres.
Oh, I've got 350. I'll make that 390. But that's a different Virginia City to the one we saw at the beginning.
Yes.
But apparently they're both, I've got to check this. This is what we've got to do some research on. Apparently they're both amazing. They're all set back in the time. But city to the San Francisco area. We're not stopping in any cities, but I've got around 380 Ks. We're not going into San Francisco, I don't think.
But in that area, so you might as well say there's around
it's
about
about
400 kilometres.
Yeah, because what we're trying to do is get to the West Coast now.
Yep. Which
to the Big Sur in California. We want to do the
Santa Barbara.
Well, okay. You had to take that out because
all
Big
up,
Sur to Santa Barbara.
All up from San Francisco to Santa Barbara is around about 523 kilometres. 523.
Yeah. Okay. So San Francisco to Big Sur is about 250. Then Big Sur to Santa Barbara, 330. Then we got Santa Barbara to San Diego. How far is that? Which is
about 350 kilometres.
350, yeah. And that's where we're staying for 2 nights. 2 nights in San Diego where I'm doing an appearance. But San Diego to LA is about 200 Ks. Is that right? That's it. We can add up all the Ks now. 10,000. Because we're doing day trips around all that. That doesn't count the 10-day or the what's now 7 days in Sturgis and all the day trips we're doing around the Black Hills. You know, Mount Rushmore, the Needles, all those rides. So a good 16,000 kilometres this trip.
Yep.
Then we'll work out how many states we're going through. Easy peasy.
In 3 months. Yep. We can do it.
That's all right.
Yep.
Do that for breakfast. Good morning, inmates, comrades and survivors. This could be very well episode 3. I'm just about to jump on a Zoom meeting with Nick, who heads up the marketing department in Indian Motorcycles America. I'm just getting ready for my Zoom meeting with him. And just letting you know, we're fine-tuned our calendar of dates and everything. We're now leaving Sturgis a little bit earlier, so we can make up some time and get in maybe some more places, or get into Toronto a little bit earlier to see family. Then we can leave Toronto a little bit earlier to have a bit more time on the Blue Ridge Parkway. We're only talking a day or two, but apparently everyone leaves Sturgis on the Sunday, so it's madness getting out of there. So we're going to leave on the Thursday now. I think all my appearances and what I need to achieve at Sturgis will be done by then. So I'm just getting ready to have a meeting with Nick and his team. And apparently this is the guy. Finally, I've got in touch with someone. Thanks to Michael of the Indian Motorcycle Australia for hooking me up. The only issue we had to apply for a Canadian visa for the 3 days that we're in Canada. So I applied for both of us, paid $150 per visa, and within 72 hours I got my approval, but Damien didn't get his. So he had to sort of add all these documents. They're asking for health checks. So we've now written to the embassy and the consulate to say, what's going on? This is weird. We're not immigrating. So I don't know what went wrong there. So that's a bit of an issue. Always issues. There's always issues. Some of you may be aware that I do sort of abstract faces. There's some of them up there and there's some over there. I love doing them. I'm taking a sketch pad to America with me, and I've done just to show you, I've done all the baseboards. I'm just still waiting for the time. And these are what we call baseboards. So they're sort of pre-painted sheets of paper. I've just about done them all. So I'm going to be sketching a little bit while I'm there. There's been lots of planning going on, and I can tell you that the videos that I'll be producing once we get there are going to contain a lot of good stuff that I hope is good stuff, which I've posted. It'll be obviously, maps and where we're heading off to from one place to the next, a little bit of points of interest, historical significance of the towns we go to, what goes on, the ride, of course, the scenic ride and some of the beautiful scenery we see. So I'm going to try and interview a local and get some information on what goes on in the town, any sort of gossipy stories or anything sort of interesting. What else? Obviously, there'll be Damo's coffee review because a lot of you have shouted Damien a coffee. So I'll capture that. Capture the accommodation that we're finding and the food that we're eating. And just it be generally quite a good variety type of show, I think. And I'm hoping to get all that in about anywhere between 10 and 20 minutes, depending on what we've got going on in the day. If it's interesting enough, I think people can hang around for a bit longer. If it's not, then it'll be a quick video. So that's all underway. We have packed pretty much. We're still 3 weeks from leaving on the 1st of July. We have packed, well, started the packing. You know, I've packed like 5 times. I put stuff in, I take stuff out. I go, yes, I need that. No, I won't need that. And if the thing is, if I need anything, I can just buy it over there, I guess. We've booked some accommodation because it's peak time, so there's a lot of very sort of popular destinations we're going to that we've been advised to book. So places like Cody, for instance. So I have booked a few. I've got that free cancellation bookings.com. And I know we should deal direct and save money and give more back to the property, but what I like about bookings.com, it all holds it in the one app, so at any point I can just double check things and it's easy to cancel, just a click of the button. So when you're travelling and booking lots of accommodation, that bookings.com site is very convenient and handy to keep a track on what you've got coming up, what you've done, how much time you've got to cancel if you need to change things. Let's get this meeting started. Hey, Madeline. Can you hear?
Hi, Chris, how are you?
I'm good. So you can hear me, you can see me, I can hear you, and I can see you. So that's great. Madeline, what's your role there? I did see a bunch of names and I wasn't sure.
Yeah, for sure. So I work under Nick, who you have been talking to. I am an associate marketing manager for all of the Indian motorcycle owners.
Oh, fabulous. Oh, good. Gee, I've got the top people with me today.
Yeah, I've got the cream of the crop here today.
That's great. I'm just letting Nick in now.
Right.
So I've just let him in. Minnesota, is that near St. Paul? Is that there a dealership there called St. Paul's?
Yeah.
Hello, Nick.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Thanks, guys, for your time.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, we're so excited about coming over. I've not been before, so you'll have to advise me on how that all looks. I am doing the Biker Bells Day for Buffalo Chip, the Ladies' Day, on the Tuesday the 8th.
Do you have something in mind? I think, I mean, is there anything that you have in mind that you think would work, or what are you thinking?
Yeah, promote the fact that I'm there and get my followers and people to come and say hi and get some Kodak moments with the bike and me, and I have a chat about adventures and things like that, and just general meet and greet stuff.
We should. There's usually a lot of activities and things that are going on there.
I'm getting emails and saying, oh, great, you'll be at Sturgis, I'll see you there. Where are you going to be? And I'm going, well, I do know I'm doing the Biker Bells Day and I'm going to end up at Buffalo Chip. And I do know, after speaking to Amanda, that they've got their dealership has got something set up at Buffalo Chip. So I could do something with her, for instance, once the Biker Bells Day is finished or another day. And I'm still waiting for Buffalo Chip to sort of firm up a couple of appearance times. I'll let you guys then continue to work on those ideas, and if Madeline or yourself or both of you just said, hey Chris, this is the day, and we'll make it happen, and I'll be there at whatever time you want and do whatever you need me to do. And as soon as I know that would be great, because then I can start telling all my followers and all the Aussies that are coming over to come on over to whatever the stand is.
Just about to start locking in kind of where we want to go with things here, so we'll definitely keep you posted. If you don't hear from us in a couple of weeks, feel free to reach back out and we'll give you an update here too. But should have an update for you here in the next several weeks or early
that'd
July,
be great. Yeah, well, we fly out July the 1st, so I'll be on the road pretty much from there.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
I'm already promoting the Smoky Mountains, Vegas, and San Diego to a certain extent, but there's a lot of work to be still done on that, and that's not till September. And I've already got people riding up from Florida that are coming to Vegas and also the Smoky Mountains. So I am bringing people up from other areas that can't make Sturgis,
Yeah, great to know. Yeah, I think it's could be a good fit. So.
Yep. Okay. All right then, guys.
Sounds great. Thanks, Chris. We'll talk to you later.
See you guys.
Thanks,
Bye.
Chris.
No worries. Bye, Madeline. Bye. Okay, well, I think that went well, and I think I might have a gig at Sturgis, which would be nice. They're like here. They've got corporate Indian, and then they've got the dealerships, which are all independent, which sort of explains why sometimes I hear back and sometimes I don't. Okay, let's see if this makes the cut. Okay, well, I was having a Zoom meeting. Well, I put in a request to have a Zoom meeting with the Indian dealership Amanda at St. Paul's, which is in Minnesota. I did say for me to give her a call, so that's what I'm doing. And I think I can remember how all these codes.
Thank you for calling Indian Motorcycle St. Paul, an official Lloyd's Garage location. To better assist you, please choose from the following menu. All of our horsepower addicts looking for service, please press 1. For sales, please press 2. Yeah. Happy riding, Indian family.
That's sweet. I don't know where I've pressed number 2. Anyway, while we're waiting for that, some more paperwork just came down the line.
St. Paul, Lloyd's Garage. Steve, can I help you?
Yeah, hi. My name's Chris. I'm calling from Australia. I was wondering if Amanda is there.
Amanda, how can I help you?
Oh, hello, Amanda. It's Chris from Australia, Riding Fish's friend.
Hi, beautiful. How are you?
Good. How are you? So that's all. I just thought, if I swing by and if there's anybody, the Indian Bike Week thing starts on the Sunday, the next day.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Oh, you are adorable. I'm really pumped about it.
And
can I ask a small favor?
Yeah.
Can you shoot me an email
Yes.
with your address and your shirt size for me? I want to send you a little package beforehand.
What I'm talking to Indian Corporate about it doing in Sturgis, whether I do a presentation and a talk about the customisation and what I've done as one of those days that they're doing a customisation day or something. In any case, I'm waiting for Nick to tell me what day, what time, but I'm also doing stuff for the CHIP, the Biker Bells Day, so I'm one of the international guests for that day.
Tag Indiana St. Paul.
Yep.
I'll start sharing it to everybody, all the groups around here as well.
Oh, fabulous. Because for those that aren't coming to Sturgis that want to sort of catch up with me in your area, it'd be great to use your dealership as a bit of a base.
Really went, and then up here, all the locals, they don't go to Sturgis, and then we go. So it's a weird,
weird.
Demographically.
Oh, okay. Well, they can
do it, I guess.
They can come and see me at your place on that Saturday then. All those people that don't.
They'll love it.
Yeah.
You're amazing. I can't wait. And if there's stuff along the way that you need, just let me know. I got you, girl.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Amanda. I mean, I might ask you at Sturgis, can you recommend any cool little accommodation in your area for that Saturday night somewhere? But that's...
So downtown Hudson is beautiful.
Oh, right.
Stillwater is a really cool place. Stillwater is one of my favorites, and it's about 15 minutes from here.
Oh, perfect.
It's a downtown river walk. It's so cool. They have little biker antique places. There's a coffee shop with a guy who used to own a bunch of Indians. I love that area.
Oh, well.
You too,
Bye. Okay, well, that was very encouraging. Okay, I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm just going to do another quick little video to all the tank toppers because I am getting a lot of questions about how much, what do you have to do to ship your bike, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to go through the huge amount of paperwork that we've had to do and generally roughly round out the costs. All laid out on the floor here, and I'm going to step you through it. This might be boring for some, but the amount of people that want to know how much, what do you do? So just to clarify, going over from Australia to America, we got a 20-foot container. Steve Melquire, who's done this a number of times before, organised the container. He's in the container with his Harley Davidson and his motorbike camping trailer and our 2 bikes. So all up, a 20-foot container, about 4 bikes. That arrives in Seattle next week. That's been on the water allow for 6 weeks for shipping. And as an all-up cost, each of us have paid about $3,000 each. Okay, so just to show you here. First thing I did, of course, we sat down and we worked out where we're going to be over the 3 months, and we've done this plan probably half a dozen times. We're fine-tuning all the time, but that's on the website if you wanted to have a look at where we are. I've just colour-coded some things where we've already booked accommodation and things like that. Now, in this pack, all this is on the bike, but we're also travelling with it. I have just a cover sheet with pictures of my bike, and Damien's got exactly the same pack. I'm just going to show you the one. All the VIN numbers, what it is, and that's my riding there. Then you need your, a copy of your passport. You need the real thing, of course. Driver's license for ID. An ESTA to get into America. That's about $20 odd. Make sure you have a US address. They will accept hotel addresses, but because we're staying in Rapid City quite a while, and Paula and Bobby are letting us stay there, I've used their address. Obviously some cash, your passport, of course, and things like that. And this is the Canadian ETA. Now, I got the approval. You've totally scammed on this. You actually, if you're entering Canada by road as an Australian citizen, you don't need that at all. And if you do want to get one, they're only $7, but I went online and I paid $150 by some scammer. International driver's license. I don't know if anyone has ever looked, no one's ever asked me for one of those. That's about $40. Then we've got our booking confirmation form. Now, all that is from the freight company, and we used Shore Logistics, who organised the container to get on the correct boat to get into Seattle. Shore Logistics. Then you have your marine insurance. Now that worked out to about $300 each, so all up about $600 for our 2 bikes. So I'm just going to talk on what it is per person. Marine insurance, so that's if the container falls off into the ocean. Our bikes are all covered. That was about it each. Then we've got motorcycle insurance while we're in America for the 3 months. You have to pay for the whole year. This is in American, so in Australia it's about $3,000. But when we come back, we get refunded the months that we didn't use in the year. So you've just got to pay that up front and get a refund when you get back. So that covers any accidents on the road and things like that if we were at fault, you know, all that sort of stuff, just like any other country. Then you've got your personal insurance. We went with Fast Cover. I did some research. I found them the best. That's per couple. That's $1,700. So, you know, around, say, $800 each for personal insurance for 3 months. That's if we get sick or anything like that, we're covered. You have your COVID vaccination. They don't ask for it, I believe, nowadays, but I'm packing it anyway just in case. Now, all this paperwork. This is the letter asking for an EPA. That's to get our bikes into America. So that's an EPA. You've got to have a letter. You've got to mention all these sort of things, date of importation, the address known, what's it used for. Then you've got to attach your regio papers and so proof of ownership, I guess. And then once you send that in, you then get the approval. So that's what the approval looks like. I forget what that process costs, but it costs something. Not a lot. Then what came in today, this is a week and a half before we go, is a declaration of free entry. I've just done that this morning. There's no cost with these. Another declaration of the fact that, I don't know, there's so many declarations, and the EPA approval, which goes with that. So there's some more paperwork that came in today that we were all unaware of, but they're all done and they're all accepted. So that's just that stuff. And then over here, we've got internal flights, because when we get into LA, we've got to then get an internal flight to Seattle. I've printed stuff up because I don't trust, if you can't get Wi-Fi, I don't want to have everything on the phone. That's accommodation. Normally our accommodation is through bookings.com because it keeps it all together, but with the Toronto accommodation we didn't. We had to apply for some passes, so going to the Sun Road pass, they only cost $2 each, and I did 2 applications because I wasn't sure when I was applying for that, because they only accept a certain amount of vehicles on the road. So I did that some time ago and we were still fine-tuning. So I've captured a 6-day bracket just to make sure we get in. I hope that's the only road that requires that, because that's the only one we've done. And then finally, this document is getting back in Australia. Now, I did this and I was knocked back because the bikes were still in Australia. You can only do this once the bikes are no longer in Australia. So I just put down that they were in America. And so I've got, that was about a $40 process, and it took a little bit of mucking around. But we are using a company coming back who will do that normally for you. But I'd already gotten quite a way through the application, so I just did it. Good exercise. So there you go. That's the paperwork to get a bike to America. I'm going to show you next is what I've packed. The other things I collect too are, you know, like there's a mob from Australia going over, heavy duty. Brett Cross is taking a tour. He's just shared his itinerary with me, and we might be able to catch up in Sturgis and cross paths. So, you know, there's a whole forest here, isn't there? there you go, that's it. So let's look at what I have decided to pack for clothes. Okay, I have packed 3 or 4 times. Stuff comes out, stuff goes in. I'm pretty close to what I think I'm taking, which is not a lot because I figure going to America, right? I mean, they do have things I can buy. So this is the bag I'm taking. It's just a duffel, it's a travel bag, it's waterproof, the whole thing. So this is just a thing I'm going to have on the back. It's got the Aussie flag. Okay, so in there I've just got a pair of thongs at the moment, a flag, belt, scarf. Okay, so this, I'm taking the helmet on the plane. That's hand luggage. Okay, so this here is swimming cozies, socks, undies, a couple of bras. That's it. That's my undergarments there. So down here now I have riding jeans and just sort of normal jeans. So when the riding jeans are being washed, I'll just wear those. Some branded t-shirts with, you know, the barbering biker stuff. So there's a singlet and 2 long sleeve white ones because it's going to be hot, but I don't want my arms exposed and be burnt and I want to be cool. So we've got that. 2 of those. So that's sort of branded stuff. I've got this camping shirt and pants that I will take in case it's so hot we just want to jump under a shower and ride wet. But we have just actually purchased some cooling vests, a couple of t-shirts, just a vesty thing if we're going out. Don't need that there. This is probably what I'm going to wear on the plane. Just a little going out top, another top. That's it. That's it. That is it. And I'll be wearing boots because my riding jacket and leather vest and my riding boots are on the bike. So that's it. That's it. That's it. And then I've got just a little bum bag thing where I can put stuff. All these things are just, you know, that's my camera gear. Look, I've grabbed some souvenir stuff to fly around the place, and that's some of my barbering stuff, the clippers and everything. So that's it. I don't think it's a lot. Like that won't be packed, that'll be worn. So that's it. That's all I am packing. Because when you think about it, we're only you know, in riding gear every day, and then we get in at night and it will just be, let's grab us some takeaway, go back to the hotel and download footage, and you know, we're not going to be eating out fancy places and things like that. We will on occasion for sure, but anyway, I'm going to put this together now. So this is episode number 4, and thank you to all the team. It's great for me to keep practicing the editing with this new program that I'm using, which I'm loving. And it also, when I send the email out to everybody, I do get about a dozen, not bounce backs, but just undeliverables. So I've got to resend them. And when I resend them, they come from my work email, which is chris@cmaa.asn.au. I don't know how to fix that, but at least you're getting them. And I don't know why they're bouncing back. Maybe there's a limit on how many. It's not that there's a lot, so that's not correct. Anyway, let's see how this goes. Thank you again for your support. And so definitely the next video is about getting on the plane, getting to Seattle, picking up the bikes, and that will be the next episode. And then it will start. I'll start giving shout outs to all the tank toppers. These ones are just sort of simple stuff, you know, just to keep you posted. Oh, it's so exciting. We're so close. We're a week and a half away now from leaving. Less. Check-in and the journey begins. And thanks for joining me, and thanks for subscribing to the channel. So today's episode, we arrive in Seattle, and I'm just going to take you through that journey, what it looks like, but it is brought to you by these fantastic people. First up, the Indian Motorcycle Company Australia Corporate. That's Chris Gale, Chris Watton, Nolan, Glenn, and Michael. Thanks, guys. It's a team there that are very supportive of me. So the Indian Motorcycle Company corporate area Australia. You guys are sponsoring this whole episode, which is episode 5. And a big shout out to these tank toppers. Special shout out to Annalie and Steve Hoppley. Well, Annalie Hoppley, Steve, sometimes known as Wally. Thanks, guys, for your very generous support. You've come on board a few times for this. And let's see who else now. Let's big shout out to Matt and Mel from Victoria, who have been very supportive, and also Annie Campbell, Ian Buckridge, Jock McKillop, and those people that have helped us to get where we are today. So enjoy this episode, and we'll see you in Seattle. And we start with the very beginning. Damien's used to going business class, so we're doing cattle. So he's got a little bit of adjusting to do. He's not happy at all about that. Hey, thank you. Okay.
Stand on the feet and look at the screen.
Are you recording audio?
It's not recording. If it would just turn off.
Good.
Thank you.
That's good to hear. Thank you. Excellent. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But you guys will be going to upper deck.
Upper
okay?
deck.
Good morning.
Hello.
Thanks, man. Just across and to the right.
Right, thanks. Like that, we're now on the plane, on the upper deck. Never been on the upper deck before. But Damien, a directive from LA came to Melbourne that he had to be searched. No, it's because of his last name. It's connected with sort of some big highfalutin Italian things.
It's not.
Marlon Brando, the Godfather, you know.
No.
Anyway, he was singled out. We've got 14 and a half hours before we arrive in LA, and then we've got about 5 hours to get to the domestic airport to get a flight to Seattle. Now, the story with the bikes are they arrived like a week ago. The container was x-rayed, and normally when they x-ray they also do what they call a tailgate check. That's where they open the back doors and look in. That wasn't done. So that means our bikes aren't released. And they were supposed to be picked up today and taken to the warehouse where we picked them up Monday morning. Now we're just hoping that they can pick them up Monday morning, which means we can't probably get to them till the afternoon now. So we've practically lost a day. That's if they've been checked today, ready for Monday. If not, we just keep losing time, and we have to keep changing plans. And we've paid for accommodation in places that we could lose because of that. Bit of a drag. We're this close to business class or first class. Business. I've never been so close in my life. Luxury. It's not a full flight, so maybe I can sneak up front. Arrived in LAX. We're now walking to Terminal 5 to get our connecting flight to Seattle, which is not till 2 o'clock, it's about 7:30 now. It's coffee time for Damien, and he needs a caffeine fix. This is going to be ugly, I can tell. Have you worked out what it is you got to order? What do you normally have in Australia?
Either a short macchiato or latte or Americano.
So what did you get, Damien?
I got a double espresso.
Okay, so let's see Damo's coffee. The verdict is shit. It's shit. So this is a good start. Out of 10.
No.
0. 0 out of 10 for the first coffee in the States. Going to be a long 3 months. We've started already with breakfast burgers. Oh. So we're in Seattle. Thanks to Steve and Martin for picking us up. That's really good. And we go to our hotel room now.
The Baroness, you wait till you see it.
Is it shit?
Okay. It's a 100-year-old hotel.
Well, you know, I booked it I just went for the one that was closest to downtown, thinking we could walk everywhere, but you're saying it's not.
It's 20 minutes from all the bars and the food places. It's 20 minutes.
Oh, Christ.
Walk at it.
Yeah.
It can't 3 minutes.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. Martin, what's that accent you've got going on there?
Irish.
Irish? Oh. And did you see Martin's Jack Daniels t-shirt?
I did.
3:14. Right. Okay. We've got cooking facilities.
You don't work. You've got a sign on the stove. Don't use it because you're not allowed to use it.
Right.
There's a sign on it. See the sign?
Me? Oh my God! Look how tiny that is.
But it's got a mirror.
It's got a mirror. It's got a half a bath. So we've had a chance to sort of unpack. We've had a shower. We've had a look around, and just a bit of an update on this hotel room. There is no air conditioning, and it's hot. It was hot. It's about 80 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yep.
It's warm and muggy. No air conditioning. That's it. The fan. Tiny. The shower's okay. Wi-Fi's a bit dodgy. But we got it running, and so we have paid probably $250 Australian dollars a night, which is very expensive for a room like this. And we're near, even though it says on bookings.com it's sort of downtown, it's not far, it's 500 metres from the centre. It ain't. It's got a stove cooktop that's got notice there you can't use, you can't cook anything, everything's sort of old and dodgy. Yeah, it's pretty ordinary really for the price we're paying. This is definitely a 2-starer, I reckon. Let's hope the bed's comfy. Baroness Hotel, that's a real oil. And it's got no name on it. Someone's doing a puzzle. Little business centre. Oh, it's quite quaint and nice. This is cool.
Come and order.
Fish and chips.
Beers.
Wine.
Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels.
Great night. Good
Great
company.
night.
Good company.
US
Cheers.
Adventure. And you guys will be joining us till at least Calgary, right?
Cheers. Yeah, that's good.
There's probably $1,200 worth of food here.
Yeah,
Plus a tip.
We're blind the budget tonight.
Well, the city was settled on November 13, 1851, and it owes its name to the Native American leader, chief of the Duwamish people, and long before the town site was established, it was occupied by the Coast Salish people. The settlers named the village in honour of that leader, named Chief Sihal, or Chief Noah Stealth. And he was known as a great orator and effective peacemaker. Seattle is the anglicised version of his name. So 5 things to know about Seattle, as Google tells me. The original city of Seattle is underground. Pike's Place, where we're going to, market was nearly demolished, which is now its top tourist destination. Seattle has Real Life Heroes, a vigilante group, and the Gum Wall is known as the world's germiest tourist attraction, and the fans of the Seahawks actually created an earthquake, apparently. Seattle is the birthplace of grunge, so let's go and explore the city as quick as we can. So it's Sunday morning and it's Damo's Coffee Review in Seattle.
I'm going to go. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, thank Christ, it's going to be a good day today.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I'm going to give it a bit of 8.
An 8 out of 10, that's good. And guys, do you agree with that?
100%.
I got tea, so you can't
Oh,
go
you
wrong.
got tea, but Martin agrees. Brad from Portland, and Brad has come up to meet us, and you're going to spend, a bit of walking around Seattle with us, and you've also been very generous. I haven't opened it yet, but Brad's one of today's tank toppers. He deals in cash, folding notes. So we're off to Pike's a market, and then the Gum Wall.
Oh, so you're only talking 50 miles.
To get in, goes all the way down there. It's massive. And the difference between this Starbucks and others is that the logo is a different logo, and all other Starbucks is the normal one. So let's have a look at the logo. You bought nectarines.
Yep.
4 nectarines. That
Yep.
was how much?
$16.40. American dollars.
American, so that's about $24.
Yeah.
$24 for 4 pieces of fruit. It's delicious, mind you, but
it is nice.
I bought 3 pieces of fish, thinking in Australia like big pieces of fish.
I thought that too. Yeah.
But these are like fish cocktails.
Right.
And the chips are
normal chips, or
yeah, just normal chips.
Yep.
Prawns are okay. So this is the gum wall, considered the world's germiest tourist attraction, and that's all people's gum. So I was here probably 6 years ago, and somewhere on this wall there is one of my bits of gum. The DNA everywhere here. So I'm here with Seattleites. Is there a name for locals that you call yourselves? I like Seattleites. It sounds like spacey. And there's a
dynamic duo here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I want to thank Jerry, who's a tank topper, and now Marie has come on board as a tank topper and supporting our adventure along the way.
Go Sturgis.
Yeah, and great having your support. And Maria's taking us over to the Whole Food markets now to help with tonight's salads.
Shopping.
That's part of it. Morning from Seattle, and we've been sleepless in Seattle. Today is Monday, the 3rd of July. We are just going to get Damien's morning ritual coffee, which we will review. And today is a very important day. This is what we've all been anxious for, is can we pick up the bikes? Port down there. So today is really important. This could make or break us, really. So the update is that Steve is back at the hotel. He's been on the phone since 7 with customer service. He's now talking to the port terminal manager. The reason it's quite critical that they come today, apart from the fact that we've got plans and we've got accommodation booked, is that tomorrow is the 4th of July, public holiday, and also Wednesday. They don't open Wednesday. They're open Thursday and they're closed every Friday. It doesn't give us many windows of opportunity, so it really has to be today. The other issue is the bastards are charging us $250 a day storage fee on the container that's on the port that they won't release. And the fact that they're closed, we still have to pay for those days. So that's another added expense that's come about. And the difficulty, of course, with customs is you can't, if you push too hard, they could very well just push back. I mean, they've got the keys to the city, in a way. You pick up my chocolate out of the fridge?
Of course I did.
I'll go back and have my twirl. I smuggled twirl from Australia all the way to America, and I didn't get caught. But that's because my name's not Italian, and I don't get pulled up to search bags, unlike Damien.
Regular latte, please. Strong.
It comes with 2 shots. Would you like more than that?
Yes, one more, please, if you don't mind.
Rightio, let's do it. Is it going to be a good day or a bad day? Oh, shit.
It's different.
It had so much promise. It looked
did.
cool.
Just hang on. Might just get rid
one
of
more.
toothpaste. Yeah, it's still shit.
It's still shit. Okay, coffee is shit there. So out of 10, what do we give it?
I'll give it around about 3.
Oh my God, it is bad. 3 out of 10.
About a 3.
Well, so far, Seattle, you have failed us. We've only had one coffee yesterday, which was worthy of something over 5, that you gave that 8.
Yeah, it looks promising. It did. She prepared it well.
Yes.
Packed the coffee.
A
nice.
cool little cafe, like busy with people. Pastries looked good. Brought to you by the following tank toppers. But first, the business. that has tipped in, taking care of business, is Tick Technology with Rhonda and Michael. Thanks, guys. You've always been so supportive of what I do. And here are the tank toppers for today's episode. We've got Jeff Aegis from the Blue Mountains, and Linda, I would imagine. Dale Albright from Tennessee in the USA. Jock Alexander, who is from Victoria. Vanessa Archer from Western Australia. And Gary and Leanne Barton from New South Wales. Thanks, guys, to today's tank toppers. And of course the ones that have shouted Damien a coffee. Okay, so we've had an email about, let's say, 45 minutes ago saying that the bikes have been cleared. Steve is the legend. He has been on the phone since 7 this morning, talking to customer service, port managers, for Christ's sake, all that stuff. Is that right, Steve?
Yes.
And so the bottom line is it's on the wheels and we're going to the warehouse now. Look at that mountain. What's that mountain over there?
It's a big mountain.
A big mountain with snow on it.
Snow on it, yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Leaving Seattle. So we're at the warehouse where the container's going to come. Martin, because he picked his bike up in Portland and rode up here. That's his bike over there. He's going to pick that up. And we're just waiting for the container with our... It's a bullshit scam. This has happened before with Steve and some riders where they've held the bikes over and customs them would only deal in cash, so it's just dodgy. It costs them thousands. I think what they do, they probably identify containers that aren't with big companies that they have contracts with, and they identify that they're a container of personal effects and it's just individuals that have it. And they identify it. The fact that they did the x-ray and not the tailgate examination at the same time, like they normally do, it's like they've done it and they go, oh, that's personal effects, we'll hold that for a couple of days, and we charge them $250. So we've just spent $1,500 to get the bikes released. And we even had to pay for days that they were closed and weren't working. It's a rip-off, and I reckon it's a way for them to sort of make extra revenue. So a word of warning, I guess, if you are shipping the bikes over and with personal effects and you're doing it yourself, I reckon you get identified and they make some money out of you. So I don't know what to advise otherwise. There are companies that have filled 40-foot containers with all bikes. Maybe they see them and think that they're a business or an organisation shipping a number of bikes. But we had a 20-foot container with 3 bikes and a trailer in it. So once they did the x-ray, I think they've said, bang, let's get those guys, we'll hold it, we won't do the tailgate, and we'll make some money. Do you have iced chocolate?
I'm sorry? $4.70.
Do you have iced chocolate?
No.
No? Okay. All right. Strange. How strange. I don't have iced chocolate.
There you go.
Okay, Damien's second coffee for the day and the last one. First one was shit.
First one shit.
And this is McDonald's.
So the expectation is quite low.
Yeah, expectation's low.
Yeah, expectation is low.
And it remains low.
It does remain
shit,
low.
Out of 10, Damien?
Thank you for calling Enterprise Rent-A-Car.
It's probably around about a 2.
A 2, it's even worse than this morning.
Yeah.
Jesus. Sausage and egg McMuffin. Even Damien liked it. This is really good, actually. $4.50. I reckon I'll be living on these.
Good luck.
It's really nice. I think it's better than the Australian ones.
That's because of all the sugar in the buns.
No, it's really nice. The meat's different. So they stopped at 12 to have a lunch break, and the driver that's picking up the container was in the line, and then they stopped for a lunch break for an hour. It's now just past 1 o'clock. It has been known to happen that the port will say to the drivers lining up, no, go back, we're not taking any more. We haven't heard that, but that is the worry now. Oh, we were so close. Anyway, it's now after 1. We're waiting to hear what the driver, how far back in the line he is. I swear to God, my anxiety is going through the fucking roof. An update. There's still trucks going to the port. It's after 1 o'clock, which means they must be confident that they're going to get their cargo if they're still travelling out to the port. So that's encouraging, because our driver is in the line, and I'm feeling quite hopeful now that he's going to get the container. I'll update in a minute. Okay, update. The driver has got the container and he's about 30 minutes away, and it's now coming up to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So we're way behind. So we've cancelled the dinner, the lunch stops at some Pat and Sue Scanlon were organising it, and basically Pat is coming here now as well. We'll unload the containers and we're going to take a nice leisurely ride, about maybe 2 hours, to Bellingham. So we're back on. It's a beautiful day and my stress levels are starting to come down, but not entirely. Till the next bit of stress is what the bikes look like in the container. Are they in the same shape as when we left them? Fuck. But at least the other good thing is, at least the company, the warehouse mob that we're using to go and pick up the container, are quite happy for us to unpack the containers ourselves because they are a bit short-staffed. Because it's a holiday week, there's a tip. Don't come to America when there's public holidays. So we've got the 4th of July tomorrow. Now, a lot of places actually closed this Monday, making it a really long weekend. The port's closed apparently half day today, tomorrow and Wednesday, and we've got and Friday. So if we miss today, we were only going to have Thursday as the next window to grab the bikes. And Thursday means I have to completely change plans, and that would then make us a real struggle to get into Calgary to the accommodation that we've booked for Friday, because from Seattle to Calgary is about 13 hours. We would have been some big riding days, or we would have missed a night's accommodation and just sucked it up. Anyway, okay, we'll be back with the container and unpacking our bikes and finally getting on the bikes. I haven't ridden now for what seems like nearly 2 months, and I'll be a bit ginger, particularly as I'm on the opposite side of the road, and I'll have to just take it easy to get my mojo back. Right, Eduardo, genius move, you got it here. In the US they don't have B doubles at all, so they're all like that.
I got my head out the sunroof, I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you. You're making me feel brand new. You're more than a sunshine in my eyes. You got those pretty eyes in your head, you know it. You got me dancing in my bed, so let me show it. You are exactly what I want, kinda cool and kinda not. Wanna give myself straight away. Yeah, we're driving down the freeway at night. I only got one thing in the back of my mind. I'm feeling like this might be my time to shine with you, with you, with you. I got my head out the sunroof, I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind.
Way to go. Here comes Pat Scanlon from the IMRG Washington Seattle branch, and he's going to escort us out. We'll just go up. You go up in there. Go up in there. And Sue, it's a bit late and plans have been all mucked up.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, driver. So I'll introduce. So Pat is the one that's taking us out of Seattle. We just got to get fuel, of course.
Yeah, I'll get you out of Seattle, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. And Damien.
Nice to meet you.
And Steve.
Hi, Steve. Nice to meet you.
All right, so positive here. Yes.
Forgotten how heavy this bike is, but I seem to be having an issue with the fob. It's bipping, so I'm just going to change batteries. Steve's got a flat battery, as you saw. Damien and Pat are going to get a new battery. I'm going to change the battery on this fob. Right, and it feels so heavy. I haven't lifted it for a long time. Well, it's now 4 o'clock and the boys aren't back yet with the battery for Steve. I thought I'd show you my pack. Backpack. I've got those roll bags just in case. Oh, look. Huh? Is that cute or what? Other than that, everything's the same, but she's heavy. I gotta check the tyres. They feel a bit low. It's filthy dirty, so dusty. Given it was spotless when we arrived. Here they are. Finally, we're on our way. Right, I'm on the wrong side. Well, I'm on a different side of the road. Right-hand turns aren't so bad. Oh my God. Right, turn off. So Martin's bike started alarming, but he's got it going. And the issue with the fob wasn't an issue with the fob because I was fucking looking at the alarm fob, not the bloody bike fob. Oh, I think I've got to go. Tight right, loose left. Got it. So this is the back roads to a place called Bellingham where we're spending the night. So Pat is taking us that way. So we were going to do the highway just because we were bugging and we thought it'd be quicker. But in actual fact, with the traffic, this is maybe 20 minutes more and a better ride. So I'm going to show you a little bit of this back roads from Seattle to Bellingham, and I'll show you on the map as well. There's a creek there. There were some deer signs. I'll tell you what, you've got to do this business with all the oncoming bike riders. I mean, there's not many, so you're always putting your left hand out, giving the peace sign. I think that means something. It's like 2 wheels down. Anyway, when we're at Sturgis, we won't even have our left hand on the bloody handlebar. There'll be so many bikes to do that to. So I don't know what happens there. There must be another protocol. Like, don't do it. So here we have Pat Scanlon, who, now what's your role with the IMRG, Pat?
I'm the Northwest Regional Coordinator, so with another guy, I'm so co-region coordinator for IMRG.
For Washington and a few other...
Yeah, about 5 states in the
Northwest. 5
Northwest.
states.
Yep.
And Pat's been gracious enough to meet us at the warehouse and lead us out of the hectic part of Seattle, and he's brought to Sean.
I'm Sean Jordan. I'll be
Sean,
taking you north today.
Thank you boys all from, and girls.
Seattle.
Oh, okay, we've just come from there.
Her dad's from Australia.
Your dad's Australian? Yeah, I'm Australian. Well, get out of here. Come over here. Look at you, you gorgeous thing. Once upon a time I looked like that. Not anymore. So your dad's Australian?
My dad's Australian. Yeah, I'm an Australian citizen.
Yeah, so you were born in Australia?
No, I was born here, but I have
you've
dual
got this
citizenship.
fantastic. And he married an American lady?
Yep, yes.
And settled here okay?
Settled here,
Got used to driving on the other side of the road?
Yep, he's bad on both sides.
Yeah. Well, enjoy. Happy Independence Day.
Happy trails. Ride safe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Welcome
You be safe. Thank you so much. Say hello to your dad for me.
Yeah, I will.
I got my head out the sunroof. I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind.
Snow-capped mountain over there. Mount Rainier. R-A-I-N-E-R.
Right, it's Mount Rainier.
And it's about 14,000 feet.
Right.
So similar to Pikes Peak, which I've ridden Pikes Peak, but do your people ride to the top of that?
You don't ride to the top of it, you climb. You can park at the base, which is
Oh
about
no, I
6,000.
don't climb. I don't stand in lines, I don't run, and I don't climb, Sean. No.
In my eyes.
So thanks to Sean, another tank topper, and you shouted Damien a coffee as well.
Of course, at least
So
I can do.
today, Sean and Pat, who you met earlier, are both tank toppers, and hello Sue, Pat's wife. I haven't met your wife, I don't think, but you got a wife?
I do, yeah.
There you go, well hello Sean's wife. Right, we're in some dodgy hotel. It's room 103. This is fabulous. All this bench space is almost as good as having a second bathroom. Full-size bath. Very nice. Bed for me, bed for Damien. Perfect. I mean, it's not flash, but it's Good value. I mean, it's got air conditioning for a start. Okay, tonight's dinner is in the hotel room. We just walked up the road. A bit of Pinot Gris. It's not too bad. A bit fruity. Right, let's have a look at what we got on the menu. All this, not the wine, we got that the other day. Got a sesame chicken salad and 2 burgers. So that came to $19. It's equivalent to about 30 Australian, which I think is pretty good value. Okay, just like McDonald's, and the salad, dried up old chicken. Fair enough. Okay, that's dinner tonight. We've got wine. Well, I would like to thank the following tank toppers for today's episode, and they are Randy Baum from Medford. Randy's from the US, so thanks, Randy. Lorraine Baker and Glenn, I would imagine, Bidmead from an Odd View Creative Photography. And then we have Ron and Lisa from Saratoga. And we have Cam Bothaway from Ringwood in Victoria. Thanks, Cam. Shane Broadway from Ballarat East. Thanks, Shane. Robert Brown from Wakerley. And the business that we're doing that are sponsoring the whole episode is the Yarraville Club just in Melbourne there, Chris Byrne and his team. Thanks, guys. And I hope you enjoy the episode. Here we are in Bellingham. We're not right in the town centre. We're just about 2 k's out. Last night, the hamburgers that you saw came from this sort of drive-in, very American diner thing. We're off to find, it's about, what time is it? About 8 o'clock, 8:30? About 8:45. We're running a bit late. Had a sleep in. We're now just getting Damien's coffee. It's the 4th of July today. So here we are. Happy Independence Day, America. We've just got to find some coffee. And then today we're heading to KAMLOOPS, and I'll show you that on the map, and we'll capture some of that ride.
What's his name?
Sherlock.
Yeah.
So we have so you're a local here in Bellingham?
Yes, I am.
Oh, fabulous. What happens in Bellingham? What's it famous for?
So it's famous for it's like colleges.
Okay.
A lot of college kids, so a lot of wacky stuff going on always.
Oh, okay.
I always have some weird random encounters.
So Sherlock, did you say?
Yes.
Sherlock the bunny, and I can see you
And
love
Michael.
bunnies.
Yes.
You're Michael
Yes.
from Bellingham.
Yes.
Are you studying here, Michael?
No, I just live here. I work at Opportunity Council.
Oh, lovely.
A non-profit organization.
So you love the bunny. Is it
Yes.
rabbits?
Appreciate it.
You guys have a good one.
Thanks, Michael.
Take care.
Bye,
Thank you.
Sherlock.
Bye.
Here's an interesting little pathway art. There you go. Someone's taken a little bit of trouble there.
There's a coffee shop here, mate.
Oh, it's perfect. Coffee here. So we're getting fuel, as you've worked out. And the system over here is different. You got to put your credit card in, and then you pick what you want. So, but I couldn't go. Think I've got it working. 87. 89. That's what I did. 89. So we only did about 300 k's yesterday, which was a nice introduction into riding again. Did some nice back roads, did some crazy, very fast highway stuff. That's $17 just gone in. That'll do.
For sure. What size?
Just a regular.
Damien's coffee. Let's see how you go. What is it, a latte? Uh-oh, it's shit again. It's shit. Out of 10, Damien?
Maybe 3.5.
Okay, so no, 3. 3.5. So it's shit. So it's about on par with the other shit ones.
It's consistent.
It's consistently shit. But it's a shame it's shit. It's a shame it's shit. Shit shame. So this coffee is so bad, it belongs in only one place. There you go.
guys barge the bikes over?
Sorry?
Did you barge the bikes over?
We shipped them over.
Yeah.
Yeah. From Australia, yes.
So I'll just need your sunglasses off.
sorry, yeah.
I'll take the passport for
Yeah, do that.
There you go, thank you.
Where is it you're headed to?
We're going to KAMLOOPS today, and then Calgary for the Stampede, and then back into America, back down.
Been to Canada before?
Yes, I have many years ago.
Are you folks retired?
No.
No, what kind of work do you do?
I'm in automation robots.
Okay.
And I produce musicals and things like that, marketing and promotions.
How long are you over in the North America?
We're doing a 3-month tour. Yeah. We're in Canada. We actually almost was on the wrong side of the road up there.
Yeah, you got to watch it.
Almost, I was.
We were.
Where are you going?
Well, we wanted to call into Hope on the way to KAMLOOPS.
KAMLOOPS?
Yeah, so you live in Hope?
I live in Agassiz, which is just down the street. Yeah.
What do you know about Hope then?
Well, it's been here for I lived here for 70 years in the area.
Oh, okay.
And it's famous because it was the original Rambo movies were shot here.
Oh, the Rambo movies were shot in Hope.
Like if you go down,
that's good.
You just go down to the main center where the city hall. Statues of Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, let's go
statues
there.
are all over the place. And then I want your picture too, if that's okay.
Yes, okay. You got a camera?
Yeah.
Here we are in Hope. We're still about 200 k's to KAMLOOPS from here, where we're spending the night. But now it's coffee time, second coffee of the day. So this is Chip, service dog. That's his memorial there. Fantastic statue there, whatever that is. And we're going down to see Rambo. Second coffee for the day in Canada.
In Hope.
In Hope.
I hope.
That's why we came here. We live in hope, we die in shit.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Be a little bit stronger, but it's okay.
Okay, there's an improvement from yesterday, from this morning.
Oh, well, you couldn't.
Okay, so out of 10, what do you rate the coffee in Canada?
I'll give it a 5 at the moment.
Oh shit,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
still
okay,
not fabulous.
but it's a bit weak.
So this is the first coffee in Canada, because this morning we were still in the US.
Yeah, it's nice. It's
Yeah.
smooth, just a little bit.
Then after we got this coffee, we find over there the very cool looking Blue Moose coffee shop. So I thought if that was shit, we'd have to try that.
No, I think I'll give this a go. It'll be alright.
All right. Live in Hope.
Since 1966.
Oh wow, so you are a true local then.
Oh, I'm local, all right, right here. So these things keep landing on me.
Oh my God, I know.
They don't hurt you. I lived there for a couple of years. I've been all over the place.
Wow, you have.
Hear the night storm young. Feel my soul at the fear. Throw the daft into archlight.
I'm sort of afraid of dogs, big dogs. But I'm sure with the owner here, it's only because I was attacked 3 times by Alsatians growing up. So I did get a little bit nervous. Ben is looking after us tonight by giving us some accommodation, which we're very grateful for. So Ben is now officially a tank topper. Hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
This is where we're staying, just outside of KAMLOOPS. How beautiful.
Oh, wow.
It's not a vibrator, Ben. It's one of those. It's one of those massage things. It's just I picked the bag up and it's vibrating. I go, what's that? And I forgot we packed that for Damien's sore neck, but I can't make it stop now and it's falling. Oh, it's fantastic. See, we would never have known about this. So you live here, right? This is your place. You live here. Beautiful. So you Airbnb this, do you?
No?
No?
Not anymore.
No?
I have a construction business, way too busy.
Oh, okay.
I still use the little kitchen if you...
It's exactly the sort of stuff I'm hoping to stay in. You know, that real rusty key country.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Beautiful.
Really appreciate it.
This is Kathy, Ben's wife, his better half. And hello, Kathy. Thank you for letting us stay. Walter. And it's it's some French word, isn't it?
Bouvier.
Bouvier.
He's a cow herding dog.
He's very friendly.
Cow herding dog.
Yeah. He's a little bit of a doofus.
Yeah, they usually are. The bigger they are, the more
friendly they are.
Absolutely gorgeous. Look at you.
And we like him because they laugh.
Yeah, they laugh.
They laugh.
And and the matching cat.
And this is Jack. This is Jack.
Jack. So we're riding from Ben's place to the bar, 15 minutes away. So we've got to do it on wood because it goes too low. It's been bent under there, which means the bike goes too low for me to lift up. I have to carry this wood around so we can get it looked at. This is our bar.
Welcome
cheers,
to Canada.
Cheers, thank you, cheers, cheers. I got a pina colada because she said on special, so I went for it. Oh my God, that's divine. So we're leaving Sun Peaks now, where we had a bit of a meet up with some riders and some food, which I forgot to film, and some pina coladas, which were delicious. Happy hour. And now we head back down the mountain. This is the second biggest ski resort next to Whistler in Canada, near Kamloops. Fabulous. Tomorrow we head to Golden, which is about 4 hours away. Bye. Is from the following tank toppers and the following taking care of business, and I forgot what episode I'm up to, but you will know because you're watching it. So James Baldwin. Now James, I did James a makeover at Grey Gums Cafe a couple of years ago. Thanks James for that. And now we have Rick Burlinson from Elizabethton. I think that might be America, I don't know. Let us know in the comments. And Kerry Christopher from Winton. Thanks, Kerry. Peter Clark from Wollongong. And Tom Coates from Umatilla. Oh, tell me where you're from if you're watching this, and in the comments. And the taking care of business is from Craig Cooper from Clem Camage Motors in Queanbeyan. So Craig, thank you, because you have done a lot of taking care of businesses. Very much appreciated. So if you're in Queanbeyan and you need your motors looked after, I'll put on the website as well as their logo. Thanks Craig, appreciate it. So we've worked out what the issue is. I don't know if you remember in the previous videos, I complained about how heavy the bike was. Thought it was because I wasn't used to it. The front tyre was a bit flat. Turns out that during the transportation, what we think they've done is they've tied down the bike with the stand down, and over 6 weeks with all that pressure holding it down, it's bent the stand. So the bike leans over too far for me to be able to pick up with ease. In fact, in a lot of cases I've had to get people to push me even on flat ground. So here at Ben's place, where we stayed, fabulous place last night, Ben's got all the gear, and the boys are just going to look under to see if the stand is bent or the bracket. We can't bend things back. We don't want to sort of create a stress point. Can you imagine if that stand went? How the fuck would I manage? I'd have to look for walls to lean up against. Anyway, here we go. Let's have a look at what they find.
So if you hold it down and put it to the home position, put it home.
Yeah.
See, it's still hitting there. See?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So see, it's still, even if I wrench down, that tells me it's bent here.
Genius.
Might tip it over a bit, but we'll see what happens. Thank you.
The part that needs complete replacing. So Damien and Ben have come up with an ingenious little invention to give me a bit more height so the kickstand doesn't take the bike over so far. And now I just got to see what Indian dealership might have that part to replace, which shouldn't be a big job. Okay, see, I can lift the bike now. It's fabulous. MacGyver has done it again. I'll get some WD-40 on this thing, I promise. I know that squeaking is driving everyone mad. Okay, loose left. Love it when things start. I'll wait for Damien. Just having a chat, they are. They reckon women can talk. There we go, they're just waiting. Lipstick's on? Not really? Come on. Right, just having a little chat. Oh, here we go. We're off. Bye, Ben. So where to today, I hear you ask? Today we're just left Heffley Lakes, Ben's place, which is just outside of KAMLOOPS. So from KAMLOOPS, oh, a bit of water there, nice water. From KAMLOOPS we go to Golden, which is on the way to BANF. And we've booked a little hotel that was recommended to us by Ben called the Mary Hotel. We can park outside and, you know, ticks all the boxes for us. Today is going to be 33, so it's getting quite warm. Damien's just been bitten by something on the highway. It's killing him. I wonder what it was. It was either a wasp or a bee. I don't think they have too many deadly animals in Canada except maybe grizzly bears. It wasn't one of them. That's not making light of it. But sorry about the squeaking. I bought some WD-40, or Damien bought it actually, because I forgot I was in Canada and I tried to pay with American dollars. I got WD-40 to try and stop that squeaking noise. Hasn't worked. So I'll just try and cut it out as much as I can. Oh yes, it's swelling up.
I feel it up my arm.
Are you feeling it all up your arm?
Up here, towards my wrist.
So the poison's running through your veins. I know, I'm
Can
not
you stop fucking recording and just leave me alone for a minute?
He needs a coffee. I'm just going to suck the poison out of his arm. We need to find Damien a coffee before too long. We're 3 hours from Golden. It's a very slow run. It's been a beautiful highway, but it's single, so there's no chance to sort of scoot a bit. The views have been magnificent. It's 33 degrees and getting hot. It's now 10 to 12, so it's going to be a 3 o'clock pull-in. We've got a full tank of fuel, so apart from being attacked by wild insects, we should make it in fairly good shape. Just gone through Sycamores, I don't know how you say it, I'll put it there. Houseboat capital of Canada.
guys from here?
I'm from Armstrong, which is north of Vernon, north of Kelowna.
Right, okay. We've just ridden from KAMLOOPS.
Oh yeah, where are you heading?
Heading to Golden.
Okay, there's a long, it could be a long wait at the top of the pass.
Right. Is there some sort of...
Yeah, they're doing a little bit of construction. Can I get a picture with you?
Yeah, sure.
Here.
So you recognise the
Oh yeah! Yeah, I've seen you on and I follow all the women riders. Yeah.
What's this, Revel Stoke? So we're about an hour and a half away now from Golden. We just stopped here for the coffee. And we thought about eating food, but I'm not hungry yet. But there is soup of the day, and those that know me know that in Australia, if you ask for what soup of the day is, I always have the winning bet. It's always pumpkin, right? We discovered pumpkin soup in Australia during the Sizzler pandemic, and we haven't moved on since the 80s from it. So everywhere is pumpkin soup. Anyway, they don't do pumpkin soup in Canada or America, but I've just discovered what the soup of the day is. It's yam. Now, that is just another sort of pumpkin thing. The coffee has arrived. It actually looks very sophisticated and high-end. You ready, Damien? This is the only coffee today that we're doing a review on. Here we go.
Yeah, that's a big improvement. That's great.
Is it out of 10? What do you give it?
I'd give that a good solid 7.
Oh.
Is that?
7. So still not as high as the 8 we had the other day.
Oh no, that was sensational.
And we still haven't come across a 10.
No.
I don't think we're going to. But anyway, we will keep trying. But 7 out of 10 in Revel Stoke.
That's a good coffee.
It's good coffee.
That's a good coffee.
It's fabulous.
Yeah.
Good coffee. It looks good. I mean, it's, you know.
Thank you again to everybody who shouted me a coffee.
There you go.
To you.
Good. It's going to be a good day today.
Changed my... Now that I've actually tasted it, I'll give that a good 8.
Gone up a notch. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Great. So Damien's having a bite to eat. I'm not hungry, but he ordered pancakes. But is that what you were expecting?
Yes.
Just one pancake?
Yes.
Where's all the ice cream and shit? Make it worthwhile.
Don't worry about it.
No, I would worry about it, because if I'm going to have a taste.
You said you're going to have a taste.
Well, it's good for a pancake, but it needs ice cream.
Great bike.
Thank you. Thank you. Local are you?
I'm from Calgary.
Your name?
My name's Daryl.
Daryl. So you went to Australia, to Grafton. You lived in Grafton.
No, I lived in Manly, which is just
yes.
one of the northern beaches.
That's a long way away, yeah, from Grafton.
Yeah, but I was in Brisbane for a while, and then.
But there's a breeder over there. You bought 2 kelpies and you brought them back home.
They're in my car.
Oh, names. Have you given them Aussie names like Bruce and Sheila?
Kaya and Taru.
Kaya and
Taru.
Taru.
Kaya's from a wonderful place. That's Maori.
Maori, yeah. Kaya,
and
yeah.
Taru is one that we just made up.
I like it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
What am I missing here? Anything? I feel like I've missed something. I've got nothing in my pockets. The Australian kelpies, Kia and whatever the other name was that they made up. Come here, beautiful thing.
Come on. We're in about 13 different dog sports. So they do all kinds of dog sports.
All right.
Thanks. Good seeing you.
They are beautiful.
Okay. Take care.
Bye.
This hotel was, with taxes in Canadian dollars, $182 a night. It's 2-star. A bit dicey, but it's peak time apparently, and I checked bookings.com, everything for accommodation, and they said this place was booked out, so I rang and they got us in. Oh, we've got a bed each again, like the other night. That's fabulous. My bed, Damien's bed. Bathroom. There's the lights. There we go, full bath. Okay. Sink, microwave, fridge. Let's go and get some wine. That's it. This is called Mary Hotel in Golden. Potato soup, some chicken wraps, some crackers, some watermelon. The bottle shop is too far away, and it's now, tonight is Dry July. We're joining Dry July, so all we have is water. That costs $30 Canadian. So Canadian's almost on parity with Australian dollar. It's 91 cents, so same, but a little bit different. So there you go. It's the end. Today is an interesting day, so we're in Golden. We didn't do much last night except edit. Isn't that right, Damien? Yep. It's 8:30. We're getting ready for Damien's coffee. Well, I'd like to thank today's episode's tank toppers, and we have Kat Corbett from Cooma, Catherine. She's an amazing motorbike rider. Kat, she actually teaches advanced motorbike riding skills. Thanks, Kat. Brett Kazani from Croydon. Kat's in Cooma, by the way. Brett's in Croydon. We have Leanne Crane from New Zealand. Leanne does a great New Zealand passport thing, off the beaten track. She's terrific. And we have Angela and Eric Dean from Carson City. That's an American address. And we also have Rusty Dobson, oh right, from Ebenezer. Oh yes, I know Rusty. And Russ Elliott. Thanks, Russ, from Santa Cruz. Oh wow, there you go. And our business naming rights sponsor today, you might know him as Riding Fish. And he's my brother from another mother. He's in the US, and he's currently now touring Europe with his family. So Riding Fish, I'll put his handle there. Go and check his stuff out on YouTube and Instagram and all that. Thanks, guys. It's been much appreciated, and hope you enjoy this episode. Bye. But today we're going to Lake Louise and Banff, and we haven't got accommodation organised for tonight because I wasn't sure how much time. We go to Calgary tomorrow where I've got accommodation, so tonight we're not sure. But I've just looked at this thing called Bunker Biker because everything's very expensive. It's peak time, and Banff and Lake Louise are outrageous tourist destinations. Worth a look, but not worth saying. Somewhere between Banff and Calgary, I found a place that offers a bed and bathroom. So I have messaged them and seeing if we can try Bunker Biker, which would be interesting. Steve, what an Adonis.
What a specimen.
What a specimen of a man. I'm going to cut your hair, I swear to God. Right, let's go and find coffee. I'm going to roll back. What's Golden famous for?
One thing we're just right back over here is our timber frame bridge.
The what bridge?
Timber frame bridge.
Timber frame bridge.
Or pedestrian bridge, yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's mostly about railroad. The railroad came through here, and then of course the lumber industry. So it's been wood industry and railroad.
Wood industry and railroad.
Tourism.
Okay.
Tourism's going crazy here.
And how long you lived here for?
54 years.
Okay, so you're a local then.
Pretty local.
Just.
I get my
You
papers
qualify.
done.
Coffee is in town.
Well, I'm going to go into there.
This is pretty handy.
That's good. He's Italian and he's from Melbourne in Australia, the coffee capital of the world.
Well, I don't know if we'll measure up to that.
We'll give it a go.
That mountain there.
Yep.
It's called Moberly Mountain, and then there's a valley or a gap in between there, and that's where the Osmo Creek Canyon comes down.
Okay.
Lovely. Beautiful. Going to
Wandering
Fern Cafe. He has his coffee. I have a nice chocolate this morning. They have nice chocolate. Yeah, that's not good either. And it's not like it's just chocolate milk. I should have known better. I mean, iced chocolate's got to have like an ice cream. Okay, off you go, Damien. You are.
Stop talking.
Okay, stop talking. Go. Coffee in golden. Oh God, that looks like a face that's still.
Yeah, it's okay.
Out of 10? Be brutally honest, Damien.
Probably about 4.5.
It's shit. In other words,
Yeah.
it's shit.
It's a bit too fancy.
It's another shit coffee.
Oh well.
Well, this is day. What is this? Day 3 or 4? I've already started losing track. I'm gonna be totally.
Day 4.
Day 4. Day 4. We've only had really one good coffee.
No, 2.
2.
I'll
You
take-
passed yesterday's.
Yeah, I'll say 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
Okay.
okay.
All
I
right.
was expecting worse.
All right.
Expecting 0.
Well, we're in Golden, and we just met a local Ron who said there's lots of canyons and valleys and mountains around here.
Apparently, this was an old railway stop.
Yeah,
just
railway stop.
to refill the trains with water.
Right.
For the steam. Obviously,
Okay.
the engines, steam engines.
We passed a lot of logging trucks as well.
And now it's a logging district. A lot of pines. We went through past a lot of pines. You know, being culled.
We've left Golden. It's only about an hour ride from Golden to Lake Louise. And everyone's telling us, as they did before, about Jasper. Now, because we haven't booked accommodation tonight, we've got a little bit of room to move. So we're going to see how far Jasper is from Lake Louise. It will mean there's only one way in and one way out. So we might, after Lake Louise, decide to go to Jasper for the day and either back again to BANF or stay in Jasper tonight. It's another warm day today, but we're in the mountains, there's snow on the tops and it's a bit chillier. And we're just overtaking now. So glad it's not a weekend. This would be even more packed. Look how beautiful this is. Calamity's getting a little bit of attention over here.
Can you translate?
Yeah, we speak Australian.
Yeah, no, we brought our own translator along. Can you say how now, brown cow?
Okay, and you guys are on what?
We just hired Harleys.
Harleys. Oh yeah, like yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yes. Are you doing Jasper?
Beautiful. Yeah, we came that way.
How
We came
far
up
from
here
here to
yesterday.
Jasper?
How far?
Oh,
2.5
just,
hours, I think.
yeah.
Okay. So
We might do it. We weren't going to, but we might do it. Yeah, I've done it. But we're not going to Jasper. It's about 5.5 hours and we just can't fit it in. We're to Banff for maybe lunch and then stay at CANMORE, which is just outside of Banff, not as touristy. Still, everything's super expensive. It's peak time. So we're looking at, I reckon, around $300 for tonight's com, unless I get that bunker biker coming through. Hasn't replied to any. We go up straight ahead, love it. Exit up top. We go left, yeah? Another Aussie?
Another Aussie here in Banff.
From where?
Central Coast.
Central
just
Coast. Second coffee for today and we're in Banff. So come on, Damien. Made by Aussies, so you think it would be good. No.
No, unfortunately not.
Oh, it's another shit. It's a
Unfortunately
shit
not.
coffee.
Very weak.
Weak?
Weak.
Oh my god.
I'll give it a bit of a...
Out of
maybe-
10.
Yeah, hang on.
I thought we were on a winner because the Aussies were doing it and
Yeah,
we
but
made
it
a
wasn't
fuss.
the Aussie making it though.
Oh, okay. We made
So I'd give that about a 3.5.
Oh shit, that is really shit. It's a shit show for coffee so far. Anyway, here we are in beautiful Banff. It's a tourist mecca. Everything's, you know, obviously overpriced, but some interesting things. So we're going to have lunch here. That'll be the food review, I think.
There's McDonald's. You
There's
can have
McDonald's.
lunch.
We still don't know where we're staying tonight, but we're looking at going to something that starts with C, but I'll pick that up a bit later. CANMORE. We've decided to have Indian in Banff. So we're not really normally Indian eaters. So this is all a bit new to us. I've got to say the local Canadian Chardonnay is beautiful. But how was your ale?
Yeah, pretty good.
So this is chicken stir-fry noodles, and that's prawn biryani. Did you order a naan?
Yes.
You did. And a garlic naan to come. Let you know how we go with this. That prawn biryani is good. That chicken noodle is okay, you know. And the naan bread. It's coming out, so we need to empty it somehow. But it seems to be coming up anyway. Okay, let's run it then. We're only 14 k's from destination. And thank you. Right, let's get there, and we do need to look for a bottle shop. Okay, we're at our little cottage and it's called Athabasca. I don't know if they're all called that, but let's go in. Coming in to look at it. Don't know what's wrong with the... Here we go.
Let's go. Let's go. Is there any lights, love?
Not sure.
Right. Ooh. Be no good to get some light. Here we go. What's this? No, that's the bathroom. Right. Shower toilet. Little kitchen. So apart from the fact we can't find the light switch.
So is that your bed?
Yeah, that's my bed. No, that's Damien's bed, and this is mine. You have lights. Isn't that cute? And with our beautiful bikes parked out the front. You're going to park them a bit closer. We can have a fire.
Right.
Over the mountains. It's actually really nice. Forgotten. CANMORE, that's it. And we had rain overnight, but it looks like a beautiful day. I thought we saw 90% rain, but anyway, look at those mountains up there. That's where we're staying, in our little cabin. So today's adventure is taking us only to Calgary, which I think is only like an hour away, but we're going directly to the Indian store for a number of reasons. We're going to see if I can get something to look at my stand. Damien probably needs an oil change, is that right? Yep. An oil change? And but first we're going to the town to get coffee and also a chemist, because Damien's arm from the wasp sting, we assume it's a wasp, is rock hard and swollen and he can barely move it. I've done a bit of Dr. Google, and from what I read, you can have the effects of a wasp sting for up to a week. So if that's the case, then what's happening may be normal, but we don't know. Anyway, let's get underway. And I'd like to thank the following people for today's tank toppers, and that is TJ Evans from Bethania. I'm not sure where that is. I think it's Australia. David Feldner from Belton. Thanks, David. And Reverend Andrew Ferguson. Thanks, Reverend. He's from the Dodgy Few in Ardea in Australia. Then we have Kim and Ray Fitzpatrick. Thanks, guys. You've been very generous, and I really appreciate it. And it was great to meet you at Grey Gums as well. And Katrina Fitzsimmons. Thank you, Katrina from Shepparton. And lastly, Chris Gourlay Chris is from Mawson Lakes. Thanks, guys. And today's business one, I'll tell you in a minute. Okay, today's taking care of business is the one and only David Digby and his beautiful wife, Jax. They live in Perth or Western Australia area, and David is a very keen Indian motorbike rider. He has a terrific YouTube channel as well, Digby's Down Under, and I will have his logo and contact details on the screen. So thanks, David and Jax, really appreciate the support. And it's 10 o'clock in the morning, so a little bit late getting away. It's okay, only an hour ride today. And just look at those bloody mountains. It's just beautiful. This was quite a cute place, but you know, at $300 a night, it's pretty exy still, really. So let's go and get that coffee. His arm is like, he feels like his skin's going to rip. It's so tight and swollen. So let's see what the chemist says. Ask him if there's a pharmacy around here.
There's a pharmacy around here that
This morning's coffee.
Is it good?
That's a solid 9.
A solid 9. Today is going to be a fabulous day. A 9.
Yep, definitely a 9.
This is the best day ever for Damien and me. Well done, Canmore in British Columbia. You're speechless.
I'm speechless, yeah.
I reckon you should get another one, actually.
I might have to.
Yeah, have two. Go ahead. Go. Thank you.
The more you look, the more.
I know, you can find heaps there. Thank you. Oh, I've got a new kickstand, which is a reach one, which will make it a little bit easier, but that's a lot better. And that was 240 Canadian, something like that, but I've got to go and see what the charge is for the fitting of it. If there is a charge, I don't know. And Damien, while he was here, because he's a shopaholic, bought these highway bars to protect the paintwork. If ever I drop it when he's not around, he won't know. How's it going? How's it going, MacGyver? Been
Good.
out here, he's doing his own shit. I've been sitting in the waiting room, falling asleep. And our accommodation apparently is not, we're on the right side. It's not far from here.
Oh, good.
Yeah. This guy is serious. Who are they? Alaska. I can't read that. But look at that. He is one serious overland. Paula from
Brazil, living in Canada for 22 years now.
So do you're a local? That's considered local, right?
Yes,
you're
I'm
a local.
Yeah.
From Brazil, living in Canada, and you've bought a Scout.
Yeah, I bought a Scout, and I did a standard one. I did a couple of modifications because, as you can tell,
great.
I'm super big. So I put the reduced controls and
there you go.
You know.
Nice. So this is Calamity Jane.
Oh my God!
So tell me, I want to know about Calgary. Tell me about
Calgary
Calgary.
is a fantastic city.
Yeah.
It looks to be smaller than what it really is because it's all spread out.
Yeah, we thought it would spread out.
The south of it is very family oriented, really nice.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a welding inspector.
You're a welding inspector. Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You're serious.
Yeah, they drove from Boston.
I was wondering where you came from, but what nationality is that?
Norway to Alaska.
Brazilian too.
Oh, Brazil. That's Brazilian as well?
Yeah, Brazil.
And you're on your way to Alaska.
Muito prazer, olha, boa viagem, Deus abençoe.
We're gonna go eat in Minas Brazilian steak.
Minas is fantastic restaurant.
Oh,
Vocês não vão se arrepender. Se vocês passarem.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Safe time.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, we're going to get to our room now. Oh my God, he's serious as well. Look at that. So where have you come from?
I'm from Tennessee.
From Tennessee. We're going to go there as well.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah, he's
to
my
Alaska.
cousin.
He's your cousin, and you're going to Alaska. How long is that going to take you?
We didn't plan.
Oh, you just go. Could take a month, could take a year.
Yeah, we've been on the road for 8 days now. It's about 3,500 miles, but we travel like back and forth to all the parks.
Yeah. What do we have here?
This is Charlie.
Oh, this is Charlie.
This
Look
is
at Charlie. And what's your name?
Ian.
Ian, and this is your beautiful Indian here.
This is, yeah.
Are you a Calgary local native?
Yes.
Oh, you are?
Not quite native, I guess,
But
but I've lived
you
here
live
for
here, right?
lived
Okay.
here for 30 plus years now.
He goes with you everywhere?
As much as
possible.
And
he loves it, right? Though.
He loves to ride, yeah.
That's amazing. And what sort of dog is that?
He's a miniature long-haired dachshund.
Right, can I, is open to padding? Right, okay. Hey? Oh, it's going to be a hot summer too.
Yeah, he says, let's go, Dad. Let's go. Let's get some.
So you're going to the Stampede? Do you do the Stampede, or now that you're local, you don't need to do it? Too many
I
tourists.
don't bother.
You don't bother, yeah. We haven't got tickets
It's fun,
or anything.
though. It is
but
fun.
we're going. We want to experience it. We're here for the weekend, so we're out of here on Monday, and that's it. So.
If you have time,
yeah,
the rodeo and the chucks are
good,
super entertaining.
And what do you do again? What's your line of work?
I work for the province.
The province
of Alberta.
Oh, okay. Is that like council? Is it like a government thing?
Yeah, it's like Calgary would be a municipality.
Right. And you work for them. What do you do?
Provincially, I work as an investigator.
Oh, okay. Got any juicy gossip for me?
You want to take it back to Australia?
Yeah. What's the juicy? It's pretty special. Tell us about it, Damien.
It's a Ford Galaxy.
Right.
It's the American version of the Ford Falcon, but supersized.
I reckon it's huge. Look how long it is. God. Okay, we're here at this pub. So our Airbnb for Calgary is 10 minutes away, but we're too early to check in. So we found this pub. Damien's having a beer. I'm having a margarita. And you see a lot of things on the menu here, keto. Keto this, keto that. I'm having a keto burger. Sorry, so we have a local here from Calgary. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Doyle Leonard. Born and raised here.
Right, so you are a true local.
I'm a true Calgarian. Go ahead. Sorry. And,
there you go.
And what we call
Calgarian.
What we call
Calgarian.
And what we're called is basically the minority. Both my wife and I were born here.
Right.
And that's because Calgary is such a big city now, and it's made up mostly because of our oil and gas industry that came here, big booms and busts all the time.
Yep.
Immigration here, because
because you need the workers and stuff.
So,
yep.
Anyways, so I'll just give you a little hint. I remember when I was about 12 years old, the population of Calgary was about 250,000 people.
Right. What is it now?
1.4
million.
Yeah,
Wow.
Probably the biggest city in actually North America in land area.
Yep. Wow.
So,
What line of work are you in?
I'm a carpenter.
Carpenter. Oh, okay.
I'm retired now.
Retired now. Oh, so that's a hot demand trade in Australia at the moment. Who's that? Oh, waffle burger.
Your
How
truffle
cool.
burger. So the bun is made out of cheese, almond flour, and egg and spices.
Because this is a keto thing. Keto burger, normal burger, and those chips look good. This is the food.
Fries.
Chip tax.
The fries here, not chips.
Fries.
Yeah, that's right. We're going. They don't have rats in.
We do not have rats in Alberta.
No rats in Alberta.
No. And
How does that happen? Oh, cockroaches.
we don't have cockroaches out there. I think it's just because it gets so cold here.
Rat patrol.
It's called a rat patrol. So and what it is you report if you see a rat. Sometimes they do get in. If you see the rat, they'll send out what's called a rat patrol, and they'll do a big investigation of the whole area until they find everything and make sure there's not even one around here.
Wow.
So the mountains are a natural barrier.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So
yeah.
they don't come that way. Like if you go to BC, it's full. Like in the interior and all this stuff, got lots of rats. But we don't have them here, so which is amazing.
That is extraordinary.
Yeah.
No rats.
So, yeah.
Okay, then walk along the left side of the house to the fourth door on the right. This is us. Oh, what? Oh, this is all the shared stuff, I would imagine. Here we go. Ah, that's lights, action. This is our room. It's got a fan going. And it's got a bath, and I'm having one. Look at that. We've got to go out and have a look outside in a minute. Right, this is it. How beautiful. They're building something there. And this is our little pad for the next 3 days. Ah. Oh, nice. Right on the water. Look at that beautiful river. Some supplies, and we'll just sit out here and relax for a minute. How lovely. So that's it for this episode, because we're just settling in now. I have yesterday's footage to edit and today's, and we are in Calgary, and the Stampede weekend starts tomorrow, so I'm only going to be grabbing pictures tomorrow. I think there's enough YouTube stuff on the Calgary Stampede, so the bikes are parked for the next 2 days. And on Monday we ride through some national parks heading back into Montana, and some terrific rides to come up there. So have a great weekend, and I'll try and get this out as soon as possible. Bye.